Greetings, fellow gearheads, and welcome back to the channel. I have got some exciting news. I mean, last time we had the Cruiser, but now we've got this. This is the new XMT 250. It is, we get them, they come from Cougar Cycle, the one's importing them right now. Quite the machine. It's nice to finally have the naked look bike. With kind of a minimalist, not overdone at all, not a full fairing, but then lots of features that everybody wants, like fuel injection, first of all, for reliability. And then this also has the overhead cam counterbalanced version with the 6-speed of the FMN engine. Great engine, makes plenty of power. I mean, it won't set the world on fire, but it's definitely got enough to move this guy around. And then for longevity, they also added an oil cooler. So, oil cooler does come with braided lines. Everything's plumbed nicely, nice and tidy. Then it's got the formed swing arm rather than just a square boxed one. Everything looks really, really nice and tidy. Stainless hardware. Nice big rear brake, and then also a huge front brake. So it doesn't have the double disc like the Titan and some of the others do, but this disc is huge with a 4-piston brake caliper on it. So you don't have to deal with the floating part of the caliper wearing out like you do with a lot of these others. These are mounted solid and they're self-centering. Nice inverted forks rather than standard motorcycle forks. Of course, it's got the nifty little extender on the back with the turn signals, LED turn signals, the thing that most people end up taking off because it does kind of look goofy. But DOT requires it to be there. Digital instrumentation. And then, of course, being that it is fuel injected, easy start. Not having to deal with a choke or anything else. Then single exhaust, the side pipe down on the bottom, giving it the sound that you're looking for. Warm up just a little bit. Super bright LED headlights. Four-way flashers. So you can hit the high beam on this guy. Oh yeah. Definitely cannot miss this guy coming down the road. Super bright. There's little LED lights in the back also. Just a nice looking machine. There's a small keyhole in the back here in the center. Give that a little twist. Pops that open. So got a little cubby here. Owner's mount manual and toolkit. Also easy access to your ECM. And if you want to add an alarm to it, the port's already here, so it's a simple plug and play. ECM communications port, easy to get to. And the fuse. So yeah, I think this guy only has 2 fuses in it. Looks like the other one is buried underneath there. And that's it. Nice and simple. But anyways, I'm going to go take this guy for a ride. I haven't had a chance to ride it yet, but I'm quite excited. So let's get it out there and see what it'll do. Key on. Alright, I got about half a tank of gas. Got the mirrors set. I definitely tell it's got a counterbalanced engine. A lot smoother than the regular ones. Alright, here we go. well, she jumped right out there. Very natural feeling. Nice upright seating position. I'm not hunched over the front. Also not leaned back to where I'm hanging on the handlebars. Alright, rev to 9,000 RPM without drama. Probably has a rev limiter on it. Most of these EFI bikes do. Alright, there is 5th gear. Still got plenty of throttle left. 6th gear. Let me see, turning 5,500 RPM at 55. But yeah, 55 at 55. Okay, well, I guess theoretically the bike could do 90 if it had enough power. But I think I have to be tucked in coming downhill with a heavy tailwind and a hurricane to do that. Very little vibration with this bike. See here, going along, look at the rear view mirror, there's no distortion at all. Not crazy about the adjustment, that's something I have to dial in later on. Yeah, almost feels like it's geared too tall in 6th gear at this speed. I'm going to go ahead and drop it down a gear. This would make a fantastic first bike for somebody. Brakes are very responsive without being touchy. But we're running a little ridge. I'm going to be mindful how hard I run this bike. It's got a whopping 3 miles on it. We have changed the oil in it to full synthetic. Probably not the best thing for break-in, but it's much better than the stuff it comes with. Yeah, tires do not need to be balanced. No vibration at all. It certainly feels like a much more expensive bike than what it is. But I'm loving how tall the gears are in this guy. You know, if I want to take a road trip, I don't have to worry about just the droning revving of the engine and vibration. It's going to help with fuel economy as well. Between that and being oil cooled, it really ought to help with the longevity of this guy also. Yeah, it's kind of lugging along here. Doesn't feel like it's straining. But I also can tell that the ECM is still trying to find its settings. I know initially the bike ran a little rich, but I think once the ECM figures out everything, I think that ought to go away. Alright, got nobody around me. I'm going to do a hard brake here in 3, 2, 1, stop. No drama. Started to lock up the rear just a tad. Hung onto the front. And nice quick stops with this guy. Handling is smooth, easy. Do love the sound of this bike. Alright, and stop idle. Alright, let's wind out fourth a little. Did not quite touch 9. Cannot believe how smooth this engine is. I find it even smoother than the Cruiser. Alright, 5th gear. Winding out. Nope, not really. 7,500. I guess 6th gear is just a fuel saver. Because here I'm topping out. 5th gear, we tuck it in just a little. Alright, 6th gear. Yep, I'm losing speed in 6. Yeah, it's like an overdrive type gear, I suppose. Alright, going back to 5th. And again, once this bike breaks in, it's going to make significantly more power. So I'm running about half throttle here, 5th gear, cruising along in mid-60s. So must be accurate. I'm in a 55-mile-an-hour zone and I'm going past cars. So haven't put a GPS to it yet, but it seems to be fairly accurate. So they're showing 61. Out I go. Past them I go. Alright, go back to 6. Now just quarter throttle. Let's see if it'll maintain speed. Yeah, that's your fuel saver right there. Low RPM, low throttle, moving along. Yeah, I would expect a minimum of 65 miles to the gallon out of this bike. But I think with a break-in, yeah, it's going to push probably around 70. And it doesn't have the crazy optimistic speedometer, which is nice. Lots of bikes out today. Alright. Yeah, nice cruising. Drop it a gear. Try and drop in 2 gears. There you go. Feel a little vibration. High 8s. 9,000 RPM. Oh yeah, this engine loves to spin. I'm almost afraid to say that it might be beneficial to put a little bit lower gears in this. Seems like it's geared a little tall. But then again, once the bike breaks in, all that will change. Brakes are outstanding. Back inside. There's neutral. Alright. Okay, well that was a fun ride. Bike really surprised me. Nice and smooth, comfortable seating position. Wouldn't be afraid to take this bike on a road trip. You know, I mean, it's not going to win any drag races, but to get you there as a commuter or just a great bike to learn with, this is a very, very good choice. It's something that you can get onto without breaking the bank. We're offering this bike under $3,000, and I think at that price, it's going to be hard to find a nicer bike for less money. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I'm going to keep the videos coming. All right, thanks again.